The debate over what American agents did to terror suspects in the years after 9/11 was rejoined today at full volume. A sweeping Senate report leveled damning charges against the Central Intelligence Agency and gave graphic details of how it carried out interrogations.
History will judge us by our commitment to a just society governed by law and the willingness to face an ugly truth and say never again.
It was late morning when Senator Dianne Feinstein, who chairs the Intelligence Committee, came to the floor to address the report.
It shows that the CIA's actions a decade ago are a stain on our value and on our history.
The findings follow a 5-year examination into CIA interrogation tactics authorized by the Bush administration. The full report, crafted by the committee's Democratic staff, runs 6,700 pages and remains classified. Today's release was a declassified executive summary of more than 500 pages. It found the CIA program was far more brutal than previously disclosed. So-called enhanced techniques were not effective in producing intelligence. The program had little oversight and was managed poorly. And the agency provided extensive, inaccurate information to the White House, Congress, the media, and the public. The report does not explicitly call the interrogation methods torture, but in her hour-long speech, Feinstein outlined a number of practices that are considered torture under international law.
In contrast to CIA representations, detainees were subjected to the most aggressive techniques immediately: stripped naked, diapered, physically struck, and put in various painful stress positions for long periods of time. They were deprived of sleep for days, in one case up to 180 hours. That's 7.5 days.
The report also detailed harsh techniques, including rectal forced feeding and hypothermia, that led to the death of at least one detainee who had been held naked and chained. Perhaps the most infamous technique, waterboarding, was used repeatedly on Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, mastermind of the 9/11 attacks, who was captured in 2003. The report says he became so resistant to the simulated drowning that one interrogator told superiors Mohammed beat the system. In all, 119 detainees were held within this program, but Feinstein made clear the CIA was not the only responsible party.
What we have found is that a surprisingly few people were responsible for designing, carrying out, and managing this program. 2 contractors developed and led the interrogations.
According to the report, the CIA effectively outsourced elements of the program to those contractors who in 2005 formed a company that collected more than $80 million for its work.